Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The light has become less. What is the reason? We will be studying to whatever extent we can Vivekacüdamani, which is attributed to Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Such Vedantic texts are called as Prakaran Grantha. Prakaran Granthas are those which are studied by the students before we take up the original texts such as Upanishad, Shruti, Smriti, Purana, or the Prasthanatrayi. So before we take up to those, the subject matter is introduced through such texts. For the first time in my life, I have studied this book, Vivekacüdamani. And the mantras which I have gone through, read through, all the 581 mantras, thereafter, when I took to study of Gita Upanishad, what I was thinking was, oh, Bhagavan Krishna has borrowed these mantras from Vivekacüdamani. Because here I was introduced for the first time. And thereafter I went to the original. So the idea is, we are not exposed suddenly to something which is unknown to us. This is how these are the introductory texts. Now, like anything we want to succeed in life, we have to remember God. Now, for the student, who is the God? See, like yesterday some of you have said, Sada Shiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. See, Parampara means para apara, para apara. So this knowledge has started from Paramatma, Brahma, Bhagavan, whatever you call. And then it is passed on to the disciple. The disciple passes on to the next one. In this manner, it is a chain. Therefore, it is unbroken, uncreated, eternal knowledge. That is the meaning. Anything which is created is subject to destruction. See, that which is uncreated cannot be destroyed. And therefore, when we listen to this, my happy mantra mala, each and every mantra, whenever it is required, I will refer it to it. So here also, Bhagavan Shankara has started the invocation of the divine. So, who is the divine for the student is the Guru. So, who is this Guru? Like we say, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu. The same thing is said in a different manner. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. That which is indicated by the doctrine of Vedanta Shastra. What is indicated by the Vedanta Shastra? Ekameva dvitiya neha nanasti kinchana. There is but one non-dual, absolute, uncreated, undying, unmodifying, eternal presence is the reality. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam, that which is attained or indicated by the principle or the doctrine of Vedanta Shastra. Now what is Vedanta? I will tell you in a few words. Vedanta is that knowledge which is unopposed, which is not opposed to anything in this world. See, if I am a Krishna Bhakta, I don't like Lord Shiva or even dress, I like Krishna. But Vedanta is unopposed. See? Now, this you have heard. Now you must experience. What is unopposed? See? Like you are all sitting over here and so many things. Now with what I am seeing you or knowing you or all these things? By my vision. So the vision is not opposed to anything which comes in front. Whether it is a red color, green color, white, big, small. Is the vision opposed to anything? Number one. Number two, is the vision influenced by what is seen? By seeing your white dress, do my eyes become white? By seeing your black head, do my eyes become black? No. So what is the Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta? Each and every word should bring us back to our own being. That is study. Otherwise we become parrots. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. Then who are you? Confused. Therefore, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. So the moment we read this statement, we should be able to come back to our own being. See? Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam and Tam Agocharam. It cannot be known objectively. Subject can never become the object. See? You can see behind both Babas sitting there. Now look at them and try to experience, where are you? Don't look at me, look at them. So your experience is, you have gone away from yourself, is it not? Now withdraw your vision from there. Now look at my beautiful face. It is not a joke, it's the truth. So look at my face. Now relatively, don't you experience you have come nearer to yourself? Now, next step. Look at your own eyes. Can you see? So what is the principle? Subject can never be an object. Therefore, don't try to realize. Don't struggle. When will I get realized? What will you do thereafter? See? When will I have the vision of God? One person asked me this question. Swamiji, when can I see God? I said, imagine I am God. What next? Don't get lost in that. When you are studying Vedanta Shastra, in Upanishad you might have heard or read, Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha. The truth is not for the weaklings. See? Therefore, first of all, we are saluting to that reality which cannot be an object of knowledge, because a subject can never become an object. And who is that? Govindam Paramanandam. See? Govinda means the one who is the illuminator of all our faculties. Go, not in English. Go means faculties, indriyas. The one who is the illuminator of all the faculties. And who is he? Paramanandam Gurum. Guru Maharaj is in and through everything in the life of a disciple. Now yesterday also I told, today also I repeat again. If the Guru is outside, it will not help you. Guru must enter us. And Guru enters us in the form of our ability to learn from every experience. See? The Guru may go on telling, like Bhagavan Shankara says, there are 4 types of disciples. Uttam Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, Adham Adhikari and Adhama Adham. 4 of them. Uttam Adhikari is the one who is able to get it in one go. Uttam Adhikari. Then Madhyam Adhikari, he has to struggle. And then he gets. The Adham Adhikari, he doesn't understand anything. See? And Adhama Adham, the worst, he understands everything ulta. The teacher is the same. Is the teacher biased towards any student? No. So, the Uttam Adhikari, the best student, is the one who is able to grasp it and practice in one's life. So, in that case, the Guru has entered in the knowledge of the disciple. Otherwise, external Guru, poor person sitting and the infant, only the stones are sitting, what will he do? Therefore, my friends, remember, it is our responsibility to learn. Nobody can teach anything to anybody. We have to learn. Such dull students, they become a challenge to the Guru. Now try to teach me, huh? Like when I go for satsang throughout the world, there are many professional satsangi. You know professional satsangi? Any Mahatma comes, they go and sit there in front like a stone. Now you try, huh? So many have come and gone. Now you try to improve me. Don't give a challenge to Guru. You have to learn yourself. See? Remember this principle. Nobody can teach anybody anything. And nobody can stop you from learning if you are committed to learn. You know the story from Mahabharata, Ekalavya. Ekalavya was denied by Dronacharya. Remember? Yet he learned. So Dronacharya was outside, who was teaching Pandavas and Kauravas. But Dronacharya was inside Ekalavya. Therefore, please remember this thing. Guru Maharaj, don't hang on Guru. Guru is not a mule to carry the disciples, no. At the end of this thing, you will see, after everything was over, then Guru went his way, the disciple went his way. See, don't make a mule Guru. So, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam. His Guru's name was Govinda Padacharya. Govindam Paramanandam and Sadgurum Pranatosmyam. So, the Sadguru, see the word yesterday also I told you. Sat is only one. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Sat is one. So that one Sadguru is common for everybody because Sat is one. Like the electrical energy is common for all the bulbs. The expression will be different. More power, less power. But the Sadguru is one and he is manifesting in our heart in the form of our ability to learn. See, friends. Therefore, Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmi Aham. I salute. Now, how to salute the Guru Maharaj? See. The wave wanted to salute the Guru. So, who is the Guru of the wave? The ocean. So when the wave will salute the ocean, will the wave remain? The wave will dissolve itself in the ocean. So what is the salutation to the Guru? Salutation to the Guru is the disciple disappears and the truth remains. See? Because we are studying Advaita Vedanta. Don't get carried away by crying and all that. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. He'll get bored of you. See? Therefore, Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmi Aham. I salute to my Guru Maharaj, who is an abode of bliss. To him, my salutations. So whenever we begin anything, we have to begin everything in our life in a happy and inspired mode. When Arjuna came on the battlefield and he became too smart, the Bhagavan wanted to cool him down. Don't be smart in life. Be intelligent, not smart. So, when a situation was created for him, that you have to fight not with the enemies, you have to fight with your own people, he became nonplus. And in that state, then when he started arguing and logically trying to tell how this war is wrong, Bhagavan Krishna told him, Klaibyam masma gama partha nai tatvayupapadyate kshudram hridaya daurbalyam tyakto tishta parantapa. Whenever you want to begin anything, following qualities must be in us. One, we must be cheerful and happy. If we are not cheerful and happy, we will not achieve anything in life. A frustrated, depressed person, no. Second thing, we must be inspired. See, here this is what is done. When we think of something higher, when we think of the altar of our reverence, we get inspired and cheerful. Thereafter, the teacher begins. The importance of our life. This is the gist of it. Jantunam nara janma durlabha mata pustvam tato viprata tasman vaidyaka dharma parga parata vishdvatvam asvat param atmanatma vivechanam swanubhavo brahmatmana samstitihi muktirno shatakoti janma sukritaihi punner vina labhyate. Now here what the teacher says. I am just cutting it short. It's a too big thing. So, natural translation you can do is not a big deal. The plants eat food from below, isn't it? From the roots they eat the food, grow upwards. Animals eat food from the front, grow backwards. Isn't it? Cow eats from here and grows backwards. Right? Human beings eat from above and grow downwards and sidewards. Correct? Now what is the next possible? See the circle. Eating from below, growing up. Eating from the front, growing back. Eating from above, growing down. Next, eating from back, growing front. No. As regard the evolution at the body level is concerned, we have attained perfection. See? Now, hereafter, the evolution cannot be at the body level. Ashtavakra. You must have heard the name Ashtavakra Gita. So, Ashtavakra. Was he having a very ideal figure? No. See, therefore, after having come as a human being, the only evolution is pending is spiritual evolution. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samanya etat pashubhidrinam dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha dharmena hina pashubhis samanaha. Ahara, you know, nidra, you know, bhaya, fear, you know, maithunam, procreation, you know. Samanya etat. This is common between animals and human beings. If this is where we stop, Bhagavan will correct his mistake. He will say, my dear, it is not your mistake. I have made you human being. Go back to pig and continue. See, friends. So here we are only for, the only and the topmost priority of our life is spiritual evolution. See, friends. Therefore, jantunam narajanma durlabham ataha, first step, among the beings. Now see how many beings are there? Start from mosquitoes, the marine life, the birds. Millions and millions and millions. You can't even count. Corona, how many of them? See? So, among them, what is the percentage of human being? See? Jantunam narajanma durlabham. We got it. Then Punstvam. Punstvam means the masculinity. Punstvam means the ability to achieve success in life. Masculinity doesn't mean we are against ladies, no. Then tato viprata. Now what is vipra? Janmana jayate shudraha samskara dvija uchyate vedabhyasi bhaved vipraha brahma janati brahmanaha. So vipra is the one, you are vipra, vedabhyasi bhaved vipraha. So you are fitting in this definition. Jantunam narajanma durlamata pustvam, then viprata, tasman vaidika dharma marga parata. Then you are following the path as indicated by our Vedic tradition. Then vidvatvam asmat param, you are all vidwan. I have no doubt about it. If you have doubt, who can help you? Vidwan means what? The one who is seeking something higher in life. See? When your goal of life is high, small little things cannot attract your mind. See? Higher the goal in life, lesser is the influence of the small little stuff in life. See? Therefore, vidvatvam asmatpanam, then atma anatma vivechanam svanubhavaha. Now, the spiritual practice begins, atma anatma vivechanam. What is the self and what is the not self? Discrimination, svanubhavaha. Then we are able to analyze our own experience. This is another important thing, my friends. Spiritual life is learning from every passing experience of our life. When we learn from every experience of our life, with every additional experience, we grow wise. And if we do not learn from the experiences of our life, we grow old and otherwise. Now, who are old otherwise people? They have only one business: complain, complain, complain. They are the mobile complaint boxes. See? Because they are not learned from their own experiences. Therefore, Svanubhavaha, then Brahmatmana samsthiti. And thereafter, we have to attain our experience as the infinite, conscious, blissful, uncreated, undying, undecaying, unchanging experience of being. So, Brahmatmana samsthitihi, then muktihi. These are the stages through which we have gone. Muktihi, liberation. Liberation from what? Mukti is not something like somebody can keep the name, hey Mukti idhar aaja. But that doesn't mean Mukti is some object. Mukti is freedom. Freedom from what? Many of us have got this funny notion. One lady asked me this question, Swami, don't make fun of me. I said, there is no need, you are self-sufficient. Tell me what you want. No, you tell me how far I have come in realization. So I had to stand there quickly, stable, don't move. I just looked at her. You have come up to knee. Friends, infinite cannot be cut into pieces. Infinite plus minus anything continues to be infinite. Either you know or you don't know. See? So what is the mukti? Mukti is, this is different in Vedanta than any other thing. Mukti is freedom from wrong notions without creating new notions. In case of yoga, if you take, so you will see what a yoga student will say, earlier, I used to keep sleeping very long, up to 9 o'clock. But since I have joined yoga, now I wake up early, 8:45. Earlier, I used to eat non-vegetarian, but now I eat only grass, compete with the cows. Earlier, I never used to take bath, but now I take 3 times a day. So, we are only changing the definition of I. Remember basic principle in Vedanta Shastra. In Vedanta, there is no freedom for I. There is freedom from I. Are we not achieving the same thing when we go to sleep? If you have heard Brihadaranyaka Upanishad that we have studied, there in Sushupti Avastha it is said, Tatra Mata Amata Bhavati, Tatra Pita Apita Bhavati. Why one is so happy in the deep sleep? Because he is nobody. Vedanta doesn't make you wise. Vedanta destroys all your wrong notions without creating new notions. See, friends, therefore, mukti is freedom from the notional life. We have notions about ourselves, we have notion about the world, we have notion about God, we have notion about the spiritual practice. So all these wrong notions must be removed without creating new notions. Otherwise, holier than thou. No. See, friends, mukti no shata janma koti janma sukritaihi punner vina labhyate. Now here there is one important point. Vedanta Shastra, when you study in depth, you will be free from last life, this life, next life. Don't get carried away by that. Otherwise, I don't know, last life what punya I have done. Maharaj, I came to you. It may be your punya, but it is a pap for me. Why did you come to me? See, friends. Ajopi san navyayatma bhutanam ishvaropi san prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavami atma mayaya. Don't get carried away by last life, this life, next life. Never you are born, never do you grow, never do you die, you can never be absent. This eternal, uncreated, unmodifying presence is our essential nature. But we are not able to recognize it. Then many lives I have done lot of punya, lot of merit, and because of that I have come over here. Now this principle in our scriptures has some basis, please understand it. We are all expert in blaming others for all the problems of our life, is it not? If I am a son, my miseries are because of my mom and dad. If I am a mom or dad, I am miserable because of my children. If I am a teacher, I am miserable because of the students. If I am a student, I am miserable because of the teacher. So simple. If I am driving the car, I am miserable because of the traffic. So we are expert blaming others for all the problems of our life. And therefore our scriptures tell us, look here, whatever you are having today is a product of your past actions. What past actions? In the last life you have done such and such thing, therefore in this life you are suffering. There was one man came and he was very frustrated. Swamiji, please help me. I said, I don't help anybody. Help yourself. See, I don't know what to do. I'm fed up of my wife. I said, then divorce, relax. No, I can't. Why? She is earning and I am eating. Then, but why she is torturing me so much? I said, now when somebody comes, our approach is we should help him or make him more miserable. Help him so that he grows spiritually. So I told him, I said, look here, in the last life, you have tortured her. Therefore, in this life, she has come as your wife. So stop blaming her. But now what can I do? Now, don't torture her. Otherwise, in the next life, again she will be your wife. No, 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 no. Then behave properly. Now bring these two things together. So he will stop blaming others and he will improve his conduct in life. When this thing happens, your mind is at peace. And then this goes wrong in our head. Last life, this life, next life. Okay. But what we have understood? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, that is not the purpose. Purpose is you are unbroken, continuous existence. In the last life you were there, but this body was not there. You were there. In this body you are there. Same body is not born again. Then this body will die to enjoy or suffer. Next body I will take. So what is understanding? Am I born or dying, or am I a continuous unbroken existence? See, the whole understanding must change. Like before coming to this place, I was in Hyderabad. Before that, I was in Jaipur. Before that, I was in Raipur. Before that, I was in Mumbai. So when I left Mumbai, Mumbai is dead for me. I am the same. Then I was in Raipur. After I left Raipur, Raipur dead for me. Then Jaipur. Then I left that place, Jaipur dead for me. Then Hyderabad. I left it, Hyderabad dead for me. Now I am born here. Did I ever die? Am I ever born? Don't give undue importance to this theory of reincarnation. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to get out of your head all the time. Oh Lord, when will I get my next life? You are already dead 100 times. See, Bhagavad Gita says in 2nd chapter, Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi dhiras tatra na muhyati. Our childhood body, where it has gone? File a case in the police, FIR. Please find out my childhood body, where it has gone. See? So that body died. We are the same. Middle-aged body, the youthful teenage body that is born, that will also die. Then middle-aged body, that will also die. So, an old person is expert in dying. How many times he died? Therefore, Bhagavan says, Dhiras tatra na muhyati. Wise people are not deluded. Oh, what will happen after death? Many old people have got this funny question. Swamiji, what will happen after death? I said, when you are alive, has anything happened? Nothing. So nothing will happen after death. When our presence has made no issue, our absence will be equally unwanted. See, friends, get out of this. Therefore, when it is said, Koti janmasu krutahi punnir vinalabhyate, that does not mean we have gone through many lives. No, 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 no. That is not the purpose. Purpose is focus your attention on your being without getting lost in cause and effect. See, karya karana mithya. This is the principle of Vedanta. Otherwise, we will get lost all the why this happened, why this happened. Try these 2 words you remove from your dictionary. 2 words. One is why, second is how. On this you will again ask a question, but why? And then how? So our life is, we are whiling our life by howling at the life. Why? Because the sky is too high. See, friends. Durlabham trayamevaitat devanugraha hetukam manushyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samsrayaha. These three things are very rare indeed, and if it is in our life, it is Deva Anugraha Ahetukam. See, God's grace is not the result of cause and effect. Karma falls in the cause and effect. See? And therefore, like in Avadhuta Gita, the very first verse comes, Ishvaranugrahateva pumsam advaita vasana mahadbhaya paritranad vipranam upajayate. It is by the anugraha of the Ishvara that we are attracted towards the non-dual truth. Ishvaranugrahateva. Now where is our contribution? See, friends. Therefore, durlabham trayame vetat devanugraha hetukam. These three things are rare indeed. Manushyattvam, we are human beings. Mumukshutvam, we are wanting to achieve something higher in life. And Mahapurusha Samshraya, and we are at the feet of the great masters. Now, the God's grace has come. Therefore, we are all here. Now, hereafter, oh God, utao. No, you work hard now. By God's grace, these three things are there. After that, we should not become a challenge to God. Now you try to improve me. Huh? No. Therefore, don't misunderstand these statements. By God's grace, only things will happen. Because we have no urgency. See, friends, it is so important. When, see, during this corona, I was staying in my place, in one place, 2 years, didn't go out of the room. So I had to do everything, washing, cleaning, was mopping, and then our talks also online, everything was going on. So during that time, when you are doing something, are you obliging anybody? We are not obliging anybody. Like I have come over here. I am very clear. I came here because it is my need. And whenever we do something as our need, we cannot have the arrogance in life. When we have got hunger, then the food becomes tasty. Therefore, Devanugraha Hetukam, meaning that by the God's grace, all the three things which are required, that we are all blessed with. Now thereafter, the teacher tells, if we do not encash this opportunity, who can be more fool than us? Therefore, labdva kathanchin narajanma durlabham tatrapi pumstvam shruti paradarshanam yasatma muktau nayateta mudhadihi sayhatmaha swam vinahanti asadgrahat. See, labdva kathanchin narajanma durlabham. Now somehow we are born this rare human birth. Then tatrapi pumstvam, and also the commitment to achieve something, pumstvam, paurusheya, then shruti paradarshanam, and also exposed to the depth of the scriptures. Yaha swatma muktau na yateta mudhadi. But that fool who is not working for discovering freedom from dependence. See, friends, dependence is an illusion. Attachment is an illusion. See, like in Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, 3rd verse, Bhagavan says there, na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir najasam pradishta ashvattamenam suvirudha moolam asanga shastrena drudena chitva. Now this world, we have to cut it with acts of asangata, unattachment. See. Now, unattachment means what? Are we attached to anything? Remember this important thing. Attachment is an illusion. Nobody is attached to nothing. We are not attached to our body. If we are attached to our body, we will never go to sleep. What is sleep? We don't care. We want to sleep. So where we are attached? Non-attachment is our essential nature. Like the vision is not attached to any color and form. The nose is not attached to any smell. Every smell is smelled by the nose. Every color form is seen by the eyes. They are not attached. The mind is also not attached to any thought. Therefore, all kinds of thoughts come and go. And ultimately, we are not attached to waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. They also come and go. So where is attachment? If there is no attachment, why we should struggle for getting liberation? Therefore, what is the meaning of ya swatma mukto na yateta mudhali? He who is not struggling, putting effort for liberation. What is liberation? Liberation from wrong notions. We have this notion that I am bound. You are not bound. Bondage is an illusion. See? No, when I see something good, I get attracted. Therefore, I will destroy my eyes. It's the height of foolishness. Similarly, mind should be stopped. Why should be mind stopped? Like in yoga, they always talk about yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Don't do that. See? Eyes are given by God to see. So will we go to the doctor and say, Doctor Sahab, yes, when I open my eyes, I can see everything very well. He said, why you have come here? Go. Then I go to the ENT fellow. Sir, I can hear properly. Then why you have come here? Go. Eyes are meant for seeing, ears are meant for hearing. Similarly, mind is meant for thinking. No, chitta vritti nirodha. The poor thoughts, where will they come? Should they come in the nose, and throw it away? Mind is meant for thinking. But then, Swamiji, I am too frustrated of my head, no thought. Chitta vritti nirodha. You ask any yogi, in their whole life they have not attained chitta vritti nirodha. See, we want to get freedom from wrong notions. Present notion is, I am attached to this thing. Then do experiment on yourself. Suppose you like something, let us say, sweet. Now do experiment on yourself. Decide for 1 month you are not going to eat sweet. That day onward, the best sweets of the world will start coming in front of you. And then, but see, actually I only decided myself, nobody knows about it, only today I will eat at the bar. See? Work on yourself. Then you will come to know that in fact, nothing can make us slave in our life unless we cooperate with that. See? Therefore, yaha swatma mukto na yateta mudadihi. The mudadihi, a person carrying the burden of wrong notions. Remove the wrong notions and come to discover. See? Therefore, again Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya naga etad buddhva. It is not said etad krutva. Buddhva, having experience. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat kruta krutyascha bharata. Life finds fulfillment. Fulfillment is what we are all seeking. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat kruta krutyascha bharata. See how important. Therefore, this yasvatma mukto na yateta mudadihi, sa hi atmaha. He is leading a suicidal existence. Atmaha, self-killer. Now be attentive. What is the meaning of self cannot be killed? Atma is immortal. How can you kill? Be attentive. Once somebody gave me, because I live on the charity of all of you. I have nothing of my own. So in some place, some hill station, one Amma, one lady, she got a beautiful shawl for me, and we were going for a walk after the satsang. So she put the shawl on my shoulder. Swamiji, this is for you. I said, very good. And we went somewhere and sat in the sun, watching the beautiful surroundings, big valley and all that. So I took that shawl, put it on the grass and sat on that. And after some time when we were walking back, I left the shawl there, forgot, because I didn't bring it with me. So it was left there and I was going. So that Amma, she got up and took that shawl, cleaned it properly. And Swamiji, you left that shawl there? I said, why you should worry? No, but I gave you to put it. It is so expensive. Do you know how much it is? I said, maybe 100, 200 rupees. Swamiji, that is 35,000 rupees. So what? No, that is meant for keeping on the body, not on the grass and sit on that. Now be attentive. So that which is meant for keeping on the body, if it is kept on the grass and sit on that, that is the killing of the shawl, is it not? In the same manner, the purpose of our life is we must become an instrument through which God should express. If that is not happening, we are killing ourselves. The purpose for what we are in this world is only this. We must become an instrument of knowledge. See, like I am here because of Chidambaram sir. Whenever I had anything to ask, whom I will ask? A person who knows, a person about whom I have got confidence, a person who is capable. So if I have to get anything done, am I not searching for a right person, for a right job? In the same manner, Uparwala, he is also searching for a right person with the right attributes, with the right quality to express himself. So what is our spiritual practice? Remain as a fit instrument. So he has to select us. Like between you and me, this mic is there. This mic is here only because it is fit. Sometime you must have seen, these mics have their own personality. They will be doing the electronic onkar, hum. Sometimes this mic may be clearing his own throat. So what we will do? Unfit, remove him. Exactly the same way. When we become the ideal fit instrument, he will choose us. See friends, therefore, yaha swatma mukto na yateta mudadhi. The real, again in Bhagavad Gita, uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana. Don't push the burden of spiritual practice on someone else. We have to work ourselves. And sahat atmaha hi swam vinahanti asadgrahat. But he is killing himself because of asadgrahat. He is holding on to which is not real. See? The truth is that which cannot be rejected. Now try. When objects are removed, again take with the eyes. When colors and forms are removed, now you are 100 of you here. Is it a burden for my eyes to see 100 of you? Instead of 100, if you become 1,000, oh God, I have to see 1,000. No. If you all disappear, will there be a loss to the eyes? Think. Therefore, we are not influenced by anything in life. Even in the absence of body identification, we continue to exist, is it not? Tatra mata amata bhavati, tatra pita abhita bhavati. In the deep sleep, we are nobody, yet we continue to exist. But when we hold on to asadgrahan, body identification, and the jiva bhava, these are the two steps on the spiritual path, only two. First is freedom from body identification. Second is freedom from the wrong notion that there is something called as jiva or the soul. Jiva or the soul is not the reality, you are the reality. See, friends, in this manner, these wrong notions are the one which are to be rejected. Itaha konvasti moodhatma yastu swarte pramadyati durlabham manusham deham prapya tatrapi paurusham. Can there be somebody more fool than him? He who is not concerned about his own good? Swarte pramadyati. And what we got? Durlabham manusham deham prapya tatrapi paurusham. We are blessed with being born as a human being and also the ability to study and grow wise, and yet we are not putting the right efforts. Can there be more foolishness than this? Vadantu shastrani yajantu devan kurvantu karmani bhajantu devataha atmaikya bodhena vina vimuktihi na siddhyati brahma shatantarepi. Now see, vadantu shastrani, able to chant the mantras, the stotras, the sutras perfectly well. Vadantu shastrani. Then yajantu devan, doing lot of puja, lot of invocation. Then kurvantu karmani, doing a lot of social work. Bhajantu devata, constantly eating God's head. Ram, 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 Ram. I always feel pity for gods. You know the most pitiable God who is? Bhagwan Ram. Not Bhagwan Krishna. Bhagwan Krishna doesn't listen. You go on talking, he is busy. Who cares? Poor Ram, Sharif, always ready for the photograph. So, all these devotees, they keep on eating his head. Ram, 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 Ram. See, at home, the mothers, they have got a child. Now the child is constantly, Mummy, 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 that poor lady is busy doing work at home. Mummy, Mummy, what do you want? Take this chocolate. No, no. Mummy, Mummy, what do you take a toy? Mummy, Mummy. Or what do you want? Mummy, Mummy. What she will do? Give one. Chup. Exactly the same. Ram, Ram, Ram. Bhagwan says, what do you want? Ram, Ram. He is not listening. Then, Hanumanji, chup. See? Therefore, yajantu devan kurvantu karmani bhajantu devataha atmaikya bodhena vina vimukti na siddhyati brahma shatantarepi. It should be janma shatantarepi. See? Atmaikya bodhena vina vimukti. Unless you come to know your divine nature, you will continue to suffer in the relative world. See? Most important thing to know. There are two types of things we have to know. Great Mahatmas like our Baba, they are descendants, they descend, avatarati. See? And we fall in the category of we have to ascend. Therefore, to come down, we require less effort. To go up, we require more efforts. And what is that going up? Giving up the lower things. Body identification and the notion that I am a jiva. Therefore, na siddhati brahma janma shatantarepi. Let there be all the things, study, etc. But again and again hold on to this. Now I'll give you the experience of the divine right now. Are you ready? Right now. For next 1 minute, do not talk to yourself. Stop. Now let us analyze. When I told you, don't talk to yourself, did I tell you, don't talk among yourselves? No. Why didn't you talk among yourselves? Because when you don't talk to yourself, you are ekameva advitiya, neha nanaste kinchana. So if you want to practice this, Brahma Atmaikya Bodha, spend some time on this. Wherever you are, just sit for 1 minute, nothing to know, don't talk to yourself. Whether your eyes are open or closed, whether you are sitting in a Padmasana or you are sitting in a chair, I call this yoga as commode yoga. You sit on the commode till your job is done, don't talk to yourself. You are in meditation. Because mind grossified is speech. Like water grossified is ice. Is the ice and water different? Ice has got shape, water has no shape. The words have got shape, the mind has no shape. When there are shapes, there are many. Formless is one. Colors and forms are many because they have got shapes. Who is illuminating the multiplicity of the colors and forms? The vision. Vision has no shape. So when you work on this thing, little bit, 1 minute, and when you are firm about it, you can remain without talking to yourself for 1 minute, then increase. Now let us make it 2 minutes. Now, let us analyze this experience. When we talk to ourselves, we always talk to ourselves with reference to future. After this class is over, I'll go and sleep for 2 hours now. Meditation class. Vivekacüdamani. See? When we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. And what is that? We try to solve the non-existing problem. See? I am telling you from my experiences, not from the books. When we were studying, so in the ashram, they don't give everything, you have to do it yourself. So I am a very lazy type of person, not smart like you. So I used to always think, why they don't keep the washing machines in the ashram? We have to wash our clothes with our own hands. Is that realization? Is it being a dhobi or what? See? Realization? God. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. See? This is how the mind plays tricks. Number 1. Number 2. When you are not talking to yourself, if you have observed, your asana becomes steady without efforts. Sthira Sukham Asanam. Third thing, your breathing becomes extremely slow and shallow. The reason is, there is no perception of otherness. This is what is mentioned here. Atmaikya bodhena. Whenever there is a perception or imagination or projection of otherness, the mind will start talking. This is the meaning. Atmaikya bodhena vina vimuktihi. So when we spend our time more and more in this silence, but this silence is not against sound. Let there be sounds, who cares? So these two things together. First is, we don't talk to ourselves, and second thing is, listen to silence. Next 2 minutes, try. Don't talk to yourself and listen to silence. Listening to silence means what? Ears cannot hear the silence. Ears can hear only the sounds. But when we are told, listen to silence means what? Listen to silence means remain indifferent to all sounds. Be attentive. So, the sounds are originated from two sources. From within us, when we start talking. Then from outside, when we hear the things. So when we arrest these two sources of sound, you merge in the silence. But this silence is not against sound. Sounds are many, silence is one. Sounds are created, silence is not created. Sounds can be modified, silence is homogeneous. This is what is mentioned here. Atmaikya bodhena vina vimuktihi. See, why I am giving you so much emphasis on this? The word there is Atmaikya jnanena, it is not said. Atmaikya bodhena. What you are hearing, that is giving you jnanam, knowledge. But what you have experienced, that is bodha, experience. Knowledge is paroksha jnanam. When we study, from the teacher we hear, that gives us knowledge. But that knowledge must be converted into experience. That experience is called as bodha. Atmaikya bodhena vina. Unless we are established in this experience, there is no possibility of freedom from the relative existence. Amrutatvasya nashasti vitte nityeva hi shrutihi braviti karmano muktehe ahetutvam sputamyata. How long I should continue? Stop? 10 minutes more? Are you ready to suffer? Amrutatvasya asha nasti. You cannot attain immortality by vittena, by wealth. Have you studied or heard Kaivalya Upanishad? In that, there is one mantra. That mantra is used always. Whenever we receive a sannyasi, with that mantra, the sannyasis are received. न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशो परेण नाकं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते यद्यतयो विशन्ति वेदांत विज्ञान सुनिश्चितार्था संन्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ते सर्वे. In these two mantras, what they said, na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena. See, same thing. Amrutatvasya nashasti. Immortality is not attained with tena, na dhanena. Then, na karmana, by doing karma, immortality is not attained. See, muktehe ahetutvam sputam. See, friends, because anything which is created is subject to destruction. Anything which begins ends. See, these are the points, friend. You don't get in books. You have to work on yourself. Do we have the experience of birth? Nobody has. Do we have the experience of growth? We don't have. It is the body which is growing. See? Do we have the experience of death? No. And the most important thing, do we have the experience of our absence? But what is the fear? When I die, what will happen? People will be happy. Thank God, cut gaya. See, friends. Therefore, muktehe ahetutvam sputam yataha. Let us not have this wrong notion by a lot of money, by a lot of efforts, by a lot of doing good karma. No. Then relax. Therefore, our first Mahamantra is what? Life is a time pass. Do you know what is the meaning of time pass? You know, one of my professional hazards are I have to go and take food in people's house and also tell them the food is good, although it is never. That is the reason I get lot of sin, and therefore I do the japa to remove those sins, speaking lies. So I went to somebody's house, and that mother said, Swamiji, it will take 15-20 minutes to get the food ready. I said, never mind. Anyway, I have to eat food. What can I do? So I thought, let me read newspaper. So they had a son, 6-7 years. Swamiji, no newspaper. I said, all right, no newspaper. Relax. No, we'll play carom. I said, I don't know how to play carom. No, I'll teach you. So now I had to take food in his house. How can I say no? He put the board. He was very great expert. Tack. And I don't know how to play that dumb game. So then I said, okay, I am also not Kache Guru Kachela. I'll teach you. So I asked him, hey, whose picture is that? When he looks at that, I'll take 3 of them. The rule is, theft is a crime if you are caught. How simple it is. So I was doing it, and 3rd or 4th time he caught me. And he started crying, Mummy, Swamiji is a cheat. See, what is he doing? I said, okay, Baba, I will not do it. Now, promise. Again we started. And meanwhile, he was wanting to win now. So, meanwhile, his mother said, Swamiji, food is ready. I said, hey, leave it, let's go and eat food now. No, we have to play now. I am winning. Now, be attentive. For him, playing and winning was an issue, is it not? For me, it was a time pass. So what is a time pass? Wherein you are not working for victory or defeat. See, friends. Otherwise, I had done so much meditation. Like many people have got that funny notion. Bhagwan ka itna kiya, kya mila? Kisko? Bhagwan ko. He doesn't need anything. See, The food doesn't need. The food is in the plate. Nobody is eating me. No. It's our need we eat. If we are chanting the Lord's name, He doesn't need. If we are doing the yoga, nobody needs it. It is our need. Therefore, friends, we have to clearly understand spiritual practice is our need. And what is the spiritual practice? Brahmatmakya bodhena vina mimukti. Unless we discover our infinite, conscious, blissful, effortless being, the truth is not attained. It will continue with the same frustrated life. Therefore, we have to get out of these wrong notions about spiritual practice. Now, after this is done, then what should be the spiritual practice? The teacher begins from the 8th verse. We'll take it in our next session. Ato vimuktai prayateta vidvan sanyasya bhayartha sukaspurassan santam mahantam samupetya deshikam tenopadishtartha samahitatma. What is that? We'll see in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Now you can go ahead and I'll take my own time. Yes, sir. Take